Dave Jones from Conneaut Stream Live. I was kind of going through some of YouTube stuff, and I punched in Conneaut and came up with this video. It's an hour and a half long, and of course, I'm not going to show you the whole hour and a half of it. But WQLN, I believe that's the way it was. They created this on their YouTube channel, WQLN PBS NPR. So if you get a chance, go to WQLN and hit like and subscribe and follow what they did. They created this Our Town Stories from Conneaut, and I just there's just so many of them, and a lot of our local leaders have actually put this together, and very well done. And I just want to kind of show a little snippet of it. We're going to start off with Lori McLaughlin and show you a little bit about what she has to say about Conneaut, some of the history. So hopefully you'll enjoy this.
My name is Lori McLaughlin, and I'm doing my story on the Conneaut Harbor. It's the port of Conneaut, but locals call it the harbor. The Conneaut Harbor was originally inhabited by Native Americans and early settlers. It was rough, brutal winters. Moses Cleveland landed here in 1796. He was a surveyor. His job was to plot out the land, what is now known as the Western Reserve. Ashtabula County is part of that Western Reserve, and at the mouth of the Conneaut River is where he landed. He was commissioned by the newly formed government after the American Revolution to plot the land so that they may give that as payoff to the soldiers who fought in the war. We didn't have money, but we had lots of land. The harbor was a vital area. A lot of ships came in off the docks. It became an international port right out through the St. Lawrence Seaway. They came all over the Great Lakes and stopped at the Conneaut Harbor. When they stopped, the sailors got off the ships and for days were able to peruse the harbor, thirsty and hungry, and we gave them our best. And also because of Lake Erie having the cool breezes, and in the days before air conditioning, people from the inner cities would ride the rails and up to the train depot, get off and come to the harbor and enjoy the cool breezes off the lake all summer long. People from Youngstown, Pittsburgh left the hot steel mills and eventually bought small cottages and established roots right here in Conneaut. So the harbor was a bustling area, not only from the people in town that had a lot of work and were able to spend their money, but also all the tourists that came to the lake. So the harbor was a city within a city in Conneaut, and we had everything: the banking, laundromats, dry cleaners, restaurants, bars, everything that anyone needed. We had a lot of stores, and they were filled and brimming with the supplies needed for the area. What was once grueling work in the ore boats, unloading bucket by bucket, shovel by shovel, single man by single man, hoisting up the ore and getting it out of the hull of the ship. In 1898, a patent was issued to a Conneaut native, George Hewlett. It became known as the Hewlett buckets. This was a automatic ore unloader going down into the hull of the ship and was able to unload in hours what it took days for men to do. So it was a great historical discovery. There's only actually, it went through its heyday and it lasted. Now it's automatic from the ships, so they're not needed anymore. There's only a couple left in the world of these Hewlett buckets. Very important discovery. But what it did for the area was change the dynamics. What was a lot of dock workers on a daily basis going down and getting their money and getting paid, spending their money locally in the harbor, and also the sailors who spent their money. Now, all of that was dried up. The time was shortened, and so the sailors were in and out within hours, and the workers didn't have the jobs that they used to have. So, what was an important historical contribution to our area um, changed the dynamics of the harbor. So now we just relied on the tourists.
Well, there you have it. I was some of the history. 1898, when they actually put that Hewitt, that unloader and loader. You know, that was just so long ago. And surprisingly, and I don't know how it is. Maybe somebody can comment down below. But I like to find out. So if everything was actually right there at the lakefront, all right. If everything was right there at the lakefront, let me remove this. If everything was right at the lakefront, um, why in my generation? I was born in 64, uh, or 60, yeah, 64. So why in my generation why do we consider downtown Conneaut, where Golden Dawn is and the laundromat is and City Hall's at, why do we call that downtown when they actually had downtown Conneaut in the harbor? I'd really be interested in some comments to find out from some of our leaders. If I mean, even if anybody knows, why was the city of Conneaut developed way up there on Broad Street when they had their own little town? They had their bank, they had everything right there, because that's where the people got off. The people actually lived there because it took so long to actually unload the ships. And boy, that would have been an interesting process to actually see how that was done back then. So it's amazing at how the ruination of what we know of as Conneaut, as a bustling little town of lots of employees and lots of employment, um, from one creation, and that was that Hewlett, that unpacking the ships, how that took away so many jobs from Conneaut. So I don't know. I just thought I'd come on here. It was a beautiful day in Conneaut. It is uh, the second month, the 27th day, and it's 2024. And it was a beautiful day, beautiful sunshiny day. I got my walk in on out there, and I hope you got a chance to get out there and actually enjoy some of that for today. And hopefully I'm going to add little clippets of the rest of the video if you don't get a chance to go to that. Hopefully you do. Hopefully you'll get a chance to go to WQLN and on YouTube and take a look at the whole video. It's about an hour and a half long, so there's a lot of different stories, a lot of different people created stories in there, and you know I'll bring occasionally I'll bring a story or two to uh, to light and put it on here and for you guys to actually view. But other than that, hey, it's again a beautiful day in Conneaut. Things are looking good. Spring is coming. It won't feel that way tomorrow because tomorrow is supposed to be about 30, 35, 36 degrees. But today it was at 61. I think it topped out at 61. Yep. So it was a great day. So leave your comments below. What are some of the best features that you know of? What's in Conneaut? And what's interesting is that they show uh, the Heavenly Creamery. They had a segment on there. Um, the Conneaut Port Authority had theirs on there. Um, a bunch of other ones, and I didn't even get through them all because I was so excited about this new content of actually showing this. And let me know how you feel about it. I mean, I love some feedback, and hopefully you'll get a chance to go over on that YouTube channel WQLN. You just put that in the search bar, and it should take you right there. And enjoy it like I did because they show a lot of the D-Day and Heavenly Creamery and a bunch of other things that are on there too. Conneaut of 1800s, late 1800s was not like the same Conneaut of 2024. So, what do you see in the future for Conneaut reaching 50 years into the future? What do you think Conneaut will actually look like, and how will it thrive and go into the next 50 years? So leave your comments below, like my page, and this is Crazy Dave from Conneaut Stream Live, and we will see you on the next one. Everybody have a great evening.